Picture this. I'm wiping grease off my hands in a chilly hangar, just a 28-year-old mechanic named Sarah Collins, when Lieutenant Derek Vance, a smug rich kid with a bought-in rank, struts in, douses me with motor oil, and calls me grease monkey in front of a snickering crowd. He tore up my warning about a faulty Black Hawk rotor, but when that chopper crashed in a brutal blizzard at 9,000 feet, I was the one who flew through hell to save his sorry ass and made him eat his words. Let me take you back to that freezing morning at Fort Clearwater, Montana, when a spoiled officer's arrogance turned my quiet life into a high-stakes rescue mission that changed a military base forever. I'm Sarah, born and raised in a small Montana town. Fixing engines since I was 12, taught by my grandpa, a Korean War chopper pilot whose old flight badge I pinned to my coveralls every day. Fort Clearwater's my home now. A sprawling base nestled in the Rockies where I'm the best damn helicopter mechanic they've got, though you'd never know it from the way folks treat me. At 5 feet 2 inches, with calloused hands and a ponytail streaked with oil, I'm invisible to most, especially the brass. I don't care much for glory. I just love making machines sing. Feeling Grandpa's grit in every bolt I tighten. The hangar's my sanctuary, humming engines, clanging tools, the smell of fuel, until Derek Vance walked in and turned it into a stage for my humiliation. It's 6 a.m., sun barely up, when Derek swaggers into Hangar 5, his uniform dripping with medals that don't add up, flanked by his rich kid posse, all smirks and polished boots. He's 29, tall, blonde, with a jaw like a movie star and an ego bigger than the Black Hawk I'm servicing. Collins, he barks, not looking at me. Sign off on the maintenance report. I'd spend hours charting a vibration in the main rotor, bad bearings, the kind that fail at altitude. Sir, I say, keeping cool, we've got issues with the rotor assembly. Needs a full teardown. He snatches my clipboard, barely glances at my notes, and sneers, loud enough for the whole hangar to hear, your job's turning wrenches, not playing engineer, grease monkey. The posse laughs as he rips my report to shreds, letting it flutter to the concrete like ash. Then he grabs a can of oil, pours it over my coveralls, and gestures at the puddle. This is your place, on your knees, cleaning messes. The hangar goes dead quiet, mechanics frozen, their pity worse than the laughter. I kneel, slow, picking up each scrap, oil soaking my pants. Rage burning my chest, but I don't flinch. I stand, tuck the pieces in my pocket, and walk away, Grandpa's badge heavy against my heart, promising myself, I'll make him see. Derek's got a CNN crew tailing him, filming his heroic prep for a supply drop to a kids' hospital in Bozeman, cut off by Storm Titan, a monster blizzard with 160 miles per hour winds and minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit temps. He's eating up the spotlight, practicing speeches about duty, while I slip a note into the Black Hawk's cockpit. Check the rotor, idiot. It's a long shot, he won't listen, but I can't let that chopper fly broken. I hack the diagnostic system from my beat-up laptop, confirming the bearings are shot, and email base command. But my warnings bounce back, blocked by Derek's office. Then security shows up, cuffs me for interference, and locks me in a holding cell, orders straight from Derek. I'm fuming, trapped. Knowing that Chopper's a death trap, but Grandpa's badge reminds me, Harpers don't quit. In the briefing room, Derek's pitching his mission like a movie star. Ignoring veteran pilot Mike Carter's warning, winds are lethal, sir. We should wait. Derek shuts him down, flashing his family's $60 million donation to the base. You questioning me, Carter? Doc Emily Ruiz, the mission's medic, tries next, suggesting backup plans, but Derek's already posing for cameras, tweaking the flight path through the storm's worst to get epic footage. He's not saving kids, he's chasing fame, and Mike and Emily are stuck following orders. The Black Hawk lifts off, Derek in the co-pilot seat, mugging for a cockpit cam, oblivious to the rotor's hum turning sour. At 9,000 feet, Storm Titan hits like a freight train, and the bearings fail, just like I said. The chopper spins, screaming metal, Mike's knocked out. Emily's slammed against the wall, and Derek's yelling into a dead radio, this is Vance's son, save me. They crash on a narrow ledge, half the wreck dangling over a 1,200-foot drop. Snow swallowing their screams. I'm in my cell, picking the lock with a hidden hairpin, when a faint distress signal crackles through the base's comms. My gut clenches, I know that sound. Black Hawk down. I'm out in seconds, sprinting to Hangar 7, dodging guards, and firing up a backup Black Hawk. Command's freaking out. Radar shows an unauthorized flight, heading into the storm. Colonel Jane Torres, base CO, mutters, she's nuts, or better than all of us. I'm neither. I'm just pissed, with Grandpa's badge burning against my chest. The storm's a beast, winds slamming the chopper, ice crusting the blades. But I've flown worse in my off hours, trading fixes for lessons with old pilots. I spot the wreck. A twisted mess teetering on the ledge, and hover inches away, rotors kicking up a wideout. Derek's face presses against the cracked cockpit glass, pale, terrified. Not the cocky jerk who doused me in oil. Our eyes lock, and I see it. He knows he's screwed, and I'm his only shot. I set down, heart pounding, and haul them out, Mike bleeding from the head. Emily clutching her med kit, Derek stumbling, his uniform shredded. Sarah, he whispers, voice cracking, I was wrong, so wrong. I cut him off, cold. Save it. I'm not here for you. I'm here for them. I'm not saving his ass because he's sorry. I'm doing it because it's right, because Grandpa would have done the same. We pile into the backup chopper. But it's a mess. Derek's upgrades with cheap parts have sprung hydraulic leaks, controls sluggish. We've got 15 minutes before it quits. Mike's fading. Emily's fighting to keep him alive. And the kid's medicine is still strapped in tight. I scan the wreck outside, mind racing. The backup's toast, but the crashed Black Hawk's got parts one can use. Get Mike to that boulder. I tell Derek, pointing to a windbreak. Emily, keep him stable. They obey, no questions, as I grab tools from the survival kit and dive into the snow. The cold bites my hands, but I'm in my zone. Tearing into both choppers like they're puzzles. The wreck's rotor's gone, but its tail assembly's solid. The engine's got salvageable guts. Derek's junk parts, low grade, off-brand, actually help. They're crude enough to jury-rig. I weld with a torch cobbled from the oxygen tank, shape metal from the wreck's frame. My fingers numb but steady. Derek watches, jaw slack. As I build a hybrid chopper from scrap, something no engineer would dare try. To twist the knife, I play him, cursing at a stuck bolt, slumping like I've failed. See, he mutters. Smug creeping back, women crack under pressure. I hit the ignition, and the beast roars to life. Systems green, controls tight. Surprise, jackass, I say, grinning as his face falls. Grandpa's badge glints, and I know I've got this. Takeoff's dicey, the ledge crumbles, storm shoving us hard. But I hold her steady, flying by feel through zero visibility, ice piling on. Emily's in back, keeping Mike's pulse, the kid's drugs safe. Derek's silent, staring at me like I'm a stranger. At 5,000 feet, the radio crackles. Colonel Torres, shocked. Collins, is that you? Status. I key the mic, calm. Mechanic Collins, sir, with Rescue 2 survivors. One critical, need medics on landing. The silence says it all. They locked me up, and now I'm their hero. I sat down on pad 3, perfect, medics swarming Mike. I step out, oil-stained, snow in my hair, facing the crowd who laughed yesterday, now gaping like I'm a ghost. Derek staggers out, metals clinking. And does something I didn't expect? Listen up, he says, voice raw, ripping off his fake pins. Sarah saved us. I ignored her, nearly killed us all. She's the real deal, I'm nothing. The CNN crew's cameras roll, catching every word, and the hangar's quiet, shame heavy in the air. A week later, I'm in that same hangar, coveralls still greasy. Getting the Medal of Valor pinned to my chest by Torres. The applause is real, not parade ground stuff, from folks who once called me Grease Monkey. They offer me a commission, officer rank, but I turn it down. I'm a wrench turner, I say, and I fly better than anyone here. The crowd laughs, warm, and I feel Grandpa smiling. Derek's there, stripped of rank, starting as a mechanic under me. He's quiet, hands rough now, learning what work means. I don't forgive him, not yet, but I'm teaching him, like Grandpa taught me. Mike's back. Chief pilot now, joking his concussion fixed his brain. Emily's running trauma drills, tougher than ever. We're a team, scars and all. 6 months on, Hangar 5's renamed Collins Hall. Home to the Collins Flight Program. 25 women, 18 to 30, learning to fix and fly choppers. I'm no desk jockey. I'm in the grease, teaching rotor repairs, or up in a Black Hawk. Showing kids like Jenny Tate, a scrappy 19-year-old from Idaho, how to handle turbulence. Jenny's me a decade ago, poor, Stubborn, born to fly. Don't let anyone clip your wings, I tell her. Grandpa's badge shining. The program's gone national, funded big, changing how the Army trains. I speak at colleges, not for fame, but to spark girls who never dreamed they could soar. Derek's still here, better now, earning respect the hard way. Thanks, he says one day, quiet, for showing me what matters. I nod, no warmth, but no hate, he's learning. Fort Clearwater's different, women in hangars, no fake medals, real work valued. But last week, a new officer, Captain Lyle, sneered at Ginny, called her wrench girl. He's got connections. Whispers of donations. Sound familiar? My cameras are rolling, Ginny's tough, and I'm ready, but it stings. This taught me, arrogance like Derek's bets on silence, but skill, grit. And a good wrench went out. I wanted Grandpa's quiet legacy, not a fight, but sometimes you fly through a blizzard to prove your name. Where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. Ever faced a Derek? Should I have let him crash, or was saving him right? That Lyle, what's your play? Let's talk. Because these fights aren't just about choppers, they're about heart, and silence lets the directs rule the skies.